Wide receivers Jordan Addison and Zay Flowers. Who had the better season? No bias. NFL Network's Peter Schrager dropped his list of the top 5 rookies from the NFL this past season. As you can see, he has Puka number 2, which I get. I do think he was the best rookie wide receiver last year, so caps off to him. But then you have Zay Flowers number 4, which I'm okay with, other than you don't see Jordan Addison on this list. I think Jordan Addison had the better season than Zay Flowers, and he should be in the top 5. And the only thing crazier than him not being in this top 5 is you not hitting the like and subscribe button. Like I said, Addison was simply the better wide receiver last year, and this has nothing to do with the fact that I chose him as the number 1 ranked wide receiver going into last year's draft. Roll the tape. Jordan Addison, I think he's the number 1 wide receiver. I think he's the best overall wide receiver in this draft. The thing with him is his balance after the catch. When he gets hit, for some reason, he just does not go down, and it seems like he has like elite balance or something like that. I see that. I don't know what it just stuck out compared. Sometimes you watch these receivers and you see something that really sticks out. And that was I'm not even looking for balance, but it was just like, holy shit, he has good balance.
Lobs it. Got his man. Got a first down. It's out.
Throws deep downfield. Caught. And that's the rookie Addison.
But just not that. He's one of the most polished wide receivers in this draft. One of the best route runners. People were looking at him as probably that guy, and then through the process of this offseason, he's kind of fell because of all those little things that people pick up, whether it's even the combine and stuff. I'm not falling for that. I think he is. I'm going to take the tape over his combine performance, which wasn't terrible, but it wasn't living up to what people wanted to see out of a guy that might be the number 1 wide receiver prospect. But I think he is. I just think he's the best wide receiver in this class. Or that I chose him as the Vikings pick at 23 on draft day. We're going to go Jordan Addison if we stay at 23. I have a feeling he's not going to be there. No bias. Or even that Zay absolutely screwed me in fantasy playoffs last year. Come on, Zay. Anyway, when comparing these 2 wide receivers, let's start with the stats. And here we are. Now looking at the stats, as you can see, they both had 104 targets, 70 receptions to Jordan Addison with 77 to Zay Flowers, who gets the edge there. Receiving yards goes to Jordan Addison at 911 yards to 858. Now the big one here, receiving touchdowns, 10 to Jordan Addison and only 5 to Zay Flowers. And that's not bad for Zay Flowers at all, but we're talking 10 touchdowns. That's twice as many touchdowns. Arguably the most important stat in football. Drops 3 to Addison, goes to him because there's 7 drops to Zay Flowers there. Yards per receptions, 13, goes to Jordan Addison. Yards per receptions, 11.1. with Zay Flowers. Yards after the catch, 3.8 for Addison. This goes to Zay Flowers with 5.1. And passer rating when targeting, 98.7 to Jordan Addison and 110.2 to Zay Flowers. After looking at the stats, the only thing Zay has is running after the catch. But who gives a shit when you're dusting fools like this?
End zone, Addison, touchdown. With Addison, touchdown.
Or making catch like this.
He's looking back across his body. He's got their rookie, Jordan Addison.
Never truly out of position. The fact that he was in. I think he got them down.
There's that toe drag swag.
Sideline throw a little high. Addison, it's a catch. There's another
the 2 of us together. Here it is again.
That looked like a Justin Jefferson catch.
Yeah,
and
you can see he secured that ball.
Jefferson's been a presence.
Cousins throws, and it's taken away by Addison. Addison wins the battle and takes it for the touchdown. It's the snap away, pressured again, throws it off his back foot, caught. It's caught by Addison. He's going to go all the way in for a touchdown.
And I guess he has a higher passer rating when targeted, but how hard is that when a majority of your catches is either behind the line of scrimmage or within 5 yards?
Line and catch the defense in the right personnel. On, you're going to see this offense.
And 2, they swing 1 to flat.
His first game in more than 18 months.
Third down, pressure. Quick throw over the middle.
As Jackson has time.
And this is all with the simple fact that Zay Flowers played with 1 quarterback the entire year. And that quarterback is one of the favorites for NFL MVP this year. This is what Flowers quarterbacks look like throughout the season. Now, this is what Addison's quarterbacks look like throughout the season. I mean, come on, 10 freaking touchdowns. And they weren't easy touchdowns either. Like, look at this right now. So this is Jordan Addison's touchdowns in the length of each touchdown and Zay Flowers from last season. As you can tell, I had to make an entire second column just to fit Jordan Addison's touchdowns there. And like I said, they were not easy. Touchdown 1, 39 yards. Touchdown 2, 62 yards. 3, 5 yards, 4, 10. 5, 20 yards. 6, 60 yards. 7, 20 yards. 8, 37 yards. 9, 1 yard. And 10, 42. In comparison to Zay, 10 yards, 3 yards, 21, 9, and he did have that big 75-yard in week 17. And yes, he also did have a 137-yard rushing touchdown. And that, as far as running the ball, yeah, I probably got to give it to Zay, but he's a wide receiver. But if you just look at these and you compare these touchdowns, Zay has 2 touchdowns over 20 yards. Out of the 10 touchdowns Jordan Addison has, what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them are over 20 yards. 7 of them are only 20 yards. That means 5 of them was over 30 yards. 4 of them were almost over 40 yards. 2 of them over 60 yards. I mean, come on. Come on. These aren't easy touchdowns. He's lighting fools up out here with how many 7 quarterback changes or whatever. It's insane. It's insane. Don't get me wrong. I really like Zay Flowers, even with the whole fantasy football thing. He's a good wide receiver. But I think, in my opinion, Jordan Addison has been the second best rookie wide receiver this year and probably going to be number 1 from this class in the future. And yes, that means he is better than Jaden Reed, who also only had 1 quarterback all season, even if he is extremely overrated.